Now, a new documentary on the police investigations into Princess Diana's death has aired ahead of the 25th anniversary, would you believe, of the crash that killed her. The documentary claiming that a note which predicted the circumstances of her death was not passed to French investigators until 6 years after. It also alleges that Diana's brothers and sisters only found out about this note more than a decade after it was written. Well, royal commentator and biographer Angela Levin joins us now in the studio. Angela, as ever, thank you for being with us. This is the so-called Mishcon note. Just remind us of what could have been said at the various inquiries, if that was known.
Well, I think that anything that comes up very late changes the whole mood and the angle of the inquiry. And I think it's taken maybe up to today and last night when I saw the first episode to actually take a step back and look at it and see and try to understand it.
And this is where she predicted her own death, that something untoward was going to happen to her. Yes,
I think that was part of her changing moods. I don't actually...
Well, I was going to ask you, was this part of the makeup where we're now learning what happened with Martin Bashir and, of course, her brother, indicating that there were lots of things being said to her that weren't necessarily true?
Yes, I think that all these gathered, and that she was very temperamental and very unwell mentally at the time.
Yeah.
And so she was frightened because she thought that Prince William was being captured by these people and asked to tell things and told not to. Her
and he had a listening
officers,
device in his watch, I think.
Yeah,
That was one of the other things,
her protection officers were all believed to earn money from the government to try and watch her. And Prince Philip and the Queen were also accused. But it was all a sort of a sort of mess, really.
So what do you make, then, of yet another documentary going through, as we do with the Kennedy killing, the assassination, all the conspiracy theories? I mean, obviously, for a documentary maker, they know it's going to sell, but do we actually learn anything new?
Well, I felt that it was wrong to do that. I thought we should have compassion for the Queen and the family. Because
and the two sons.
Particularly for William and Harry. And even more for William, because Harry sort of tried to take his mother for himself now. She's always watching him and helping him, where he said, you know, he's finished with William because she showed him what to do. So it's very, very painful. However, watching it, it's done almost like, well, it is a piece of history, and you're given all the information, mainly in French with subtitles,
right,
the people who were there at the time. It's very serious, and it's done sensibly so far.
Yeah.